As the world mourns Pope Francis, history's most secretive transfer of power begins. White Smoke, the path to a new pope, guides you through this momentous transition. We explain exactly what happens next, leading to the dramatic conclave vote. Learn how each ritual unfolds, what each tradition means, and why these ancient ceremonies still matter today. Follow along as the throne of St. Peter stands empty and a new chapter in church history begins. White Smoke, available wherever you get your podcasts.
Do you know what a group of flamingos is called? That's just one of thousands of facts you'll discover on 5 daily trivia questions. Hi, I'm Mark Ellison. Join me every weekday for 5 mind-expanding questions about everything from ancient history to modern technology. Perfect for impressing friends or dominating your next pub quiz. 5 daily trivia questions. And the answer, a group of flamingos, is called a flamboyance. 5 daily trivia questions.
Caloroga Shark Media.
Hey there, I'm Johnny Mac with 5 good news stories. A reminder that the main episodes are now out on Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. The reasoning for that is I noticed in the fall that dropping episodes on Sunday were doing particularly well, so I'm doing that to help grow the show. In between, I've been doing some bonus episodes about good news coming from the bad stories in the LA wildfires. GoFundMe has generated more than $100 million for those impacted by the fires. Jeff Schaefer is president of JMC Philanthropic Advisors, which helps family foundations and wealthy individuals in LA manage their giving. Jeff said each disaster is unique, but this one's a little bit unprecedented just because of the size and scope. These donors are going above and beyond, giving additional dollars beyond what they would normally give. Thousands of people have already donated to relief efforts, including the GoFundMes and local orgs, such as the LA Regional Food Bank and the LA Fire Department Foundation. Shireen is an LA resident who helped raise over $116,000 on behalf of her Altadena friends Brandon and Gwendolyn. They lost their home. Shireen said the GoFundMe was sort of a no-brainer. This is the stuff that's not going to be covered by insurance or FEMA. A site created on behalf of Jordan, who lost his father and brother in the Eaton fire, has raised over $185,000. Kedra lost her home and said, my friend put together this GoFundMe for me, which I'm very grateful for. I didn't expect it. I didn't think I'd need it. I don't even know if I could go back to work because all my work stuff burned. On Monday night, Bill Burr and Shane Gillis are joining forces for a benefit comedy show that will support relief efforts. The event is Monday, January 27th at the Wiltern Theater in LA. All proceeds from the benefit will go to the Wildfire Relief Program, a GoFundMe org that's currently supporting relief and recovery efforts related to the wildfires burning in LA County. That program set a goal to raise $8 million. As I record this on Wednesday morning, they had raised a little over $5 million. Bill Burr had been on Jimmy Kimmel's show and said, I feel lucky and I think everybody did a good job. Unlike the internet, all these fire experts saying, why don't you just fly a helicopter to the ocean? I don't know, because there were 100-knot winds. On the 30th, there will be a music concert to help raise money. Alanis Morissette, Graham Nash, John Fogerty, Olivia Rodrigo, Stevie Wonder and the Black Crowes will join No Doubt, Pink, Joni Mitchell, Red Hot Chili Peppers, Rod Stewart, Sting, Dave Matthews, John Mayer, and others. The event, hosted at the Kia Forum and Intuit Dome, will be broadcast internationally on several places. Many of you likely have Netflix. It's also being streamed on Prime Video and Max. Fire Aid will air days before the Grammy Awards are set to take place on the 2nd. Vanessa Bryant can be seen on Instagram donating 8,000 pieces of apparel and sneakers to those in need after being displaced by the fires. She captioned the post today, Mamba Mambacita Sports took our first step in supporting children and families that had to evacuate their homes due to the LA fires. Over 8,000 pieces of apparel and sneakers were donated to families in need for the LA Strong Essentials distribution today. She continued, thank you, Dodgers, for hosting. Thank you to our family, friends, and new friends that helped distribute apparel and sneakers today. We couldn't have done this without you. There's a long road to recovery ahead of us, so stay tuned for our ongoing efforts to help LA rebuild. White Smoke. The path to a new pope explores humanity's most elaborate and secretive transfer of power, a process now unfolding following the death of Pope Francis. This series reveals the hidden rituals, ancient traditions, and behind-the-scenes drama of papal transition. As the Catholic world enters this solemn period of mourning and anticipation, join us in witnessing how the Church has perfected this sacred process over 2,000 years, and what happens in these crucial days when the throne of St. Peter stands empty. White Smoke brings listeners inside the conclave that will determine who will succeed Pope Francis and lead the church into its next chapter. White Smoke, wherever you get your podcasts.
You can get this podcast completely ad-free right now. If you're on Apple, just click the banner that says Uninterrupted Listening, and you'll get your first month free. If you use Spotify or other podcast players, go to caloroga.com/plus. It's just $5 a month, and you'll get access to over 20 premium shows with no interruptions. Binge listen to new series like the political thriller Acting President, Signal Lost, where military secrets land on the wrong phone, and Pager Protocol, the thriller about exploding pagers in the wrong hands. Plus, enjoy daily shows like Palace Intrigue about the royal family, daily comedy news, and 5 daily trivia questions to test your knowledge, and White Smoke, taking you behind the scenes at what's happening right now at the Vatican. You also get all our hot shows like 5 good news stories. Enjoy your favorite content without any ad breaks. Remember, Apple users click the Uninterrupted Listening banner for your free first month, and everyone else head to caloroga.com/plus. Get ad-free listening today.
After Vice President Kamala Harris left office earlier in the week, she returned to California and hit Altadena, where she met with volunteers and firefighters working on the Eaton fire. Harris and husband Doug met with volunteers working for World Central Kitchen. We've talked about them a few times on this program. That's the nonprofit organization founded by Chef Jose Andres that's distributing free meals in Altadena and the Pacific Palisades. Harris said the volunteers who were there, some of them lost their own homes, and they're doing the work of taking care of perfect strangers. These are folks who understand the strength and the value of community. One Pasadena resident, Ann, stopped by, and she was surprised to see who handed the meal to her. It was a beef and rice dish, an orange, and a plastic packet of utensils. Yep, it was former VP Harris. Ann set the bag down and immediately called her sister, saying, "This is too fantastic. Kamala Harris is serving the food. It's 5:15. Maybe if you hurry, you can get over here." Harris said moments of crisis really do reveal the heroes among us. California firefighters time and time again prove themselves to be the best at the kind of work that's about dealing with these moments of unprecedented crisis and doing it with extraordinary courage and sacrifice. And those are your 5 good news stories for today. Normal episode tomorrow. See you there.
We interrupt this program to bring you an important Wayfair message. Wayfair's got style tips for every home. This is Styles McKenzie helping you make those rooms sing. Today's style tip. When it comes to making a statement, treat bold patterns like neutrals. Go wild, like an untamed animal print area rug under a rustic farmhouse table from Wayfair.com. Arr, fierce. This has been your Wayfair style tip to keep those interiors superior.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
You just realized your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. Stop struggling to get your job post seen on other job sites. With Indeed sponsored jobs, your post jumps to the top of the page for your relevant candidates, so you can reach the people you want faster. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs posted directly on Indeed have 45% more applications than non-sponsored jobs. Don't wait any longer. Speed up your hiring right now with Indeed. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/ARTS. Just go to Indeed.com/ARTS right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Hiring? Indeed is all you need.